Wherever you may be, welcome to another show. And this is the Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, guys? This is episode number 24. Man, today we titled this episode Trade Galore because basically everything trending is trades and NBA and sports. We don't have too much other stuff besides that. So we really had to dig deep for you guys to find just any other kind of news today. That being said, what's going on, Jay? How you feeling today, brother?
Excellent. Got a lot of rest, so I'll be good.
Yeah,
Good to
that's
go.
good.
Yeah, I got a hard workout later, so
Oh, do you? Okay.
got to.
What do
Oh yeah, it's a hard day. It's a hard
shoulder
day.
day, right? You doing shoulders today?
Shoulders and incline. Shoulders and incline. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah, man.
Yeah, got to do it. Got to do it. Let's move on and let's talk about the trending sports. Some trending sports news. Jay, you want to take this one?
Yes, sir. Kenny Smith, you are trending on X, very at the very top. You know why you're trending, Kenny? For your All-Star team, your draft. I know you picked all the young players. I get it. You picked the young squad. Shaq picked the OGs, and Chuck picked the All International team. That's basically what went down here with the All-Star draft. So, yeah, I wasn't feeling Kenny's list at all, but I get it. I get where he was going with it.
Yeah.
Shout out Kenny Smith, man. I know Kenny Smith he's a good basketball. They're all good basketball minds, but I see how they went. This was nice and scripted for sure.
Oh, it's always,
It was nice and scripted for sure. After I saw the first, couple picks and how they were picking, I was like, okay, I got it.
right. So
You
just
know,
for maybe the people that don't know what we're talking about, can you want to just get into a little bit detail what this was even about?
yeah. So Kenny picked all the youngsters in the All-Star draft. So like Anthony, all the youngsters, like we're talking like less than 5 years experience, say,
So
and
so
then
this is
Shaq picked.
this
What?
is going to be for the All-Star game coming up, right?
Yes, this is an all-star draft for the all-star game for all-star weekend, February 16th.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, all-star
Just
draft.
just for the people who don't know, like don't follow NBA.
Oh, yeah. This
Let them
all-star
know.
draft. All-star draft, all-star game. Yeah, this is new format.
So I was gonna say this is like a new format, right? So what
Yes.
was the difference in the formats from what it was to what it is now?
All throughout the years, every year's been different, or I should say every decade's been different. It used to be East versus West. Then it was, hey, this player, let LeBron pick against Giannis. They'll pick their own teams. And then it was, yeah, they've just tried so many different formats. Now let Kenny, Chuck, and Shaq pick.
Oh, they let them three pick.
So, hey, why not? Hey, everyone watches Kenny, Chuck, Shaq, and EJ. So why not? Why not let them pick?
Might as well. Might as well.
They're one of the best shows out there. Why not let them pick?
No
But
doubt.
yeah, so that's why I said it was scripted, because as they were picking, like I said, Chuck ended up with every international player. Kenny had all the young bulls, and then Shaq had all the legends, Hall of Famers, OGs. If you look at each list, you'll be like, oh, clearly. So
I don't know if you have it pulled up, but are you able to just like say the names of the picks, like the ones?
I mean, I could say it off the top of my head. I could pull it up if you want. It's very easy. It's very easy to pull up.
It's up to you. I got it right here too. I don't know if you could read.
Yeah. Pull it up. Pull it up. Go ahead. You can pull it up.
So it looks like Team Shaq. You got James, you got Curry, you got Davis, Tatum, Durant, Lillard, Harden, and Jaylen Brown.
Every OG is on Shaq's team. Think about that. Think about it. Think about it with LeBron, Steph, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant. Just right there alone, you have Hall of Famer galore and all stars. Like for how many years now? That's what I'm saying.
I'm Team Shaq all day on that one.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
But you also have, like I said, Kenny's team's all the youngsters. They're trying to prove themselves. Anthony Edwards, one of my favorite players, but Jalen Brunson, another great player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Darius Garland, Jaren Jackson Jr., Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, Tyler Hero. Those are all, bunch of youngsters proving themselves.
Right.
And then, Chuck's team is good. Let's not throw that out. He's got all the international people.
Exactly.
With Jokic. Jokic is good. Giannis always plays hard. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, that's the MVP this year for sure. Victor Wembanyama, he's like 7'6". You know what I mean? Siakam, Sengun, Towns, and Mitchell. Like, you can't, like, he's got a really good team too.
Yeah.
But like you said, I'm obviously the only thing I'd be worried about with Team Shaq is like, hey, we have so many all-star. We've been doing this so many times. Let's relax. That's the only thing I worry about with Shaq's team. Like, we've done this so many times. Let's just relax.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the only thing I'd be worried about. But yeah, all day would be Team Shaq's team.
I believe so.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
All right, cool. And talking about NBA, let's go over or let's see what the games are happening right now. Some sports.
Come here. Sorry. Yeah, we got sorry about that. My dog was barking at Amazon. Will you not bark at Amazon? Leave them alone. They're delivering. Okay? They are delivering. All right. But yeah, so right now, scores. The Mavs and Celtics are playing. The Celtics were losing. They're still losing. I don't know if they even wanted to play today. I don't know. Like, I saw the first 10 minutes and they were down by like 20. So yeah, I think they just kind of like, oh, the Mavericks don't have AD or no one, so let's just go out there and just chill. So I don't know, it was weird. The Rockets and Wolves, close game at halftime, so they still got a whole second half left. Magic Nuggets, they just started, literally. Warriors Lakers will come up after the Celtics Mavericks game. Kings and Blazers, and then Pacers Clippers. We got all that tonight. So got some good games tonight. Yeah, exactly.
Any predictions for today's games?
I don't know. I don't know who's playing. So honestly, yesterday more people played than I thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So De'Aaron Fox played yesterday for the Spurs. They won by a point. That looked good. I looked good to see Fox and Wembanyama play. You saw Levine play with the Kings, even though they got blown out. So it was cool seeing a lot of the new players playing with their new teams. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but
what do you think the Celtics will make a comeback in this fourth quarter?
The way he was playing, Mazzulla looked like he was like, you know what, we're losing. Like, I'll play a lot of my my subs. It looked like they really didn't care much about this game at all. Like, so
yeah, definitely.
It happens. You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea why. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It was weird.
What's your prediction on Rockets Timberwolves?
Rockets Wolves? Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't know. I have no idea. The Rockets and Wolves are both young teams. I know Anthony Edwards loves to play hard. So, and the Rockets been playing good under Ime Udoka. So it should just be a close game throughout. So, I don't know who will win that one.
Flip a coin on that one.
Yeah, exactly. They're very, very even teams. So I think it comes down to who has the ball at the end. Similar to yesterday. So the Cavs and Pistons yesterday, it went down to the very last shot, and Garland hit a shot from the logo, and they won the game against the Pistons. I think it's going to be very similar with the Rockets and Wolves.
Yeah. And what's your prediction for Lakers Warriors today?
Don't know who's. So the Warriors are. They don't have. I don't even know if they have a full squad, man. They played yesterday. They were actually winning, but what happens when you don't have a full squad? They got depleted and they lost at the very end.
True.
So I don't know if they have enough. They're coming off a back-to-back with less of a squad. You know what I mean? Obviously, no Jimmy Buckets. He's not there yet. So I don't even know who's going to be playing tonight against the Lakers. Yeah. So we'll see. We will see.
Talking about Lakers, they didn't make a last-minute trade last night. What's the guy's name?
His name is Mark Williams. He's from the Charlotte Hornets. Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw that trade when Shams put it out. I had to look him up. It was like, who is Mark Williams? Because I know they needed a big man.
Yeah.
I know they have Jackson Hayes off the bench, and I'm like, who's that? So I don't even know who Mark Williams is. He averages a double-double. I'm like, okay, he's a kid. I don't know much about him. He caught some lobs from LaMelo Ball, but other than that, I know nothing about him. Never heard of him before.
Do you know who they had to give up to get him?
Yeah, Cam Reddish, which is I thought an excellent player. Dalton Connect, which he was young, but he was hitting up,
He was.
supposedly, and picks. They had to get rid of some picks, so I was like, oh, so I mean, they gave up a lot for this guy who I've never heard of.
I guess I mean, I'm hoping, 'cause I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm hoping they actually did their thorough research on this guy to give up so much for him.
Yeah,
So
I
he's worth it, you know.
I mean, I know he's young, so that's a good sign.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's young, and yeah, I know nothing about him now.
Well, we shall see. That's all.
Never
That's
heard
all.
of him, and
Sure.
I know they're building for the future. They're
Yeah,
not building for this year. We know that.
yeah.
So
And I
you
mean,
know,
from what I heard, Doncic had a lot to say about this trade, and he's the one that
good,
kind of even picked this guy out. So
good. I mean, dude was catching lobs from LaMelo Ball. Doncic, if he like, hey, this guy's big. He plays similar to, I could throw him some lobs. We'll be good.
yeah, he said that Doncic basically was saying that he basically plays like the centers that he was playing with on Dallas. You
There you
know,
go. And see,
so
the centers on Dallas, they're like I said, they're just centers. They feed off like someone like Doncic. Like if you put anyone else with them, what do? They get rebounds, they block shots. They're not very good on offense. So not I'm not trying to diminish anyone on Dallas. You know what I mean? But like who do you know who Daniel Gafford is? I don't know if you do. Do you know who Blake Lively is? Or sorry, Derek. I said Blake Lively. That's the actress, Derek Lively. But yeah, so Derek Lively, like their centers are like, okay, cool, But
yeah.
that's why the what?
We don't know much about him. Just that they're centers that dude that Doncic was playing with. That's pretty much
No,
it.
but the thing is, why do you think they wanted AD there? You see
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? This is why you trade for Anthony Davis. Why? Because you have someone now who's just as tall as them, the most talented, like big right there out there that can score at will and block shots.
true.
And he could play the four. He doesn't even have to play the five since they do have those centers. You see
Yeah,
the advantage there? Now you have a big front court. You have three trees down there. And then you got either Kyrie and Clay or whatever, or Kyrie PJ, however they want to do it. You
yeah.
see? So that's why they did that. I get it. I totally get it. You know?
At this point, who knows? It might be freaking. It might even be like Dallas and Celtics at for like the playoff
No,
spots.
I don't mind at all. Hey, please bring them back. Let's run it back. You want to run it back? Cool.
I know.
That's
Um,
fine with me.
any notable games for tomorrow that you might be checking out?
Tomorrow, what day is tomorrow? Friday?
Yeah.
I'll definitely, I'll definitely root for the Wizards against the Cavs. They made two trades. They got Chris Middleton. I know he's old, and they got Marcus Smart, who I love from, he used to be a Boston Celtic.
Yeah, I remember him.
So they did get there. I know they've won like 8 games all year, but I'll still be rooting for them.
Yeah.
You got Bucks Hawks, that should be interesting.
Yeah.
And then I don't KD, I think he still stayed with the Suns, so you got the Suns Jazz. I think he'll probably be playing, because he was out this week with his ankle.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that's it pretty much. Heat and Nets, but I don't know if the players from the Warriors will be playing, like Wiggins and all them. I don't know if they'll be playing yet.
Out of all those games, it looks like Bucks Hawks will be probably the most interesting, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like out of all those, yeah, because it's maybe even 76ers Pistons, but yeah, I would say Bucks Hawks.
And today's the trade deadline, so does that mean that
Yeah, it's over.
Suns?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was over at 3 p.m.
Oh, okay. So there's no way that Durant can be moved now, right?
No. That's what I was saying. So he'll probably suit up tomorrow.
Durant was he one of the players that like wanted out of the Suns? Did he like vocally express or?
So they had a whole thing set up. So Jimmy Butler was supposed to go to the Suns. KD was supposed to go to the Warriors, and it was supposed to be like a triangle right there, and then the rest was supposed to go to Miami. And yeah, Kevin Durant said, "I'm cool. I don't want to play with Draymond. I don't want, he you know how it was. You know how it ended before. So he didn't want to play with the Dubs, So
I mean, so basically, if he didn't have a problem with the Dubs, or maybe if even Draymond Green wasn't there, then he
Yeah,
would have probably went to the Dubs.
exactly. So if it would have been like if the trade was going to stay normal like how it originated, yeah, he would have went to the Warriors. Jimmy would have went to the Suns, and then all the rest of the players would have went to Miami.
Right. Right.
So as soon as they found out he did not want to go there,
Yeah.
they then they went, okay, you know what, we'll deal with Miami. We'll get Jimmy here, and then you're out of the we'll just no more middlemen. We'll go straight forward.
Great.
And that's why they did that whole trade. Yeah, that's why it was last night. So
just off the top of your head, and I mean, whatever happened. I mean, if you don't know, we don't know. But do you have any other notable trades that happened yesterday, since it was the last day?
I mean, there was other trades. I don't find them as notable, like, because they're they're not with the household teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
right.
Okay. But that I even brought up the Washington Wizards got those two players, so but there's probably a few trades, but yeah. I think actually the Hawks trade was good. I don't remember who they got, or they got rid of Lindsey Hunter, was it? Or no, DeAndre Hunter.
Oh,
and he's a good player.
Yeah.
So he went to the Cavs, I believe. And they gave up some players for him. I just can't remember who. I know
because I know DeAndre Hunter. From what I remember, he's actually a pretty good 3-point shooter, right?
Yeah. So they got him, but they also got rid of a lot of their bench to get him. And I get it. I understand, because what happens when the Cavs play the Celtics? Yeah. They don't have enough shooting.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So they got him to spread the floor. I get it. It makes sense, but they also lose a lot of their depth in their bench. True. So it should be interesting. I'm not, like I said, in the East you have the Celtics and the Cavs. That's pretty much we already know they're going to be playing in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
Just like I will say in the West, it's going to be what's it called? OKC against Dallas. Those are the four teams that stand out to me. That's what you're going to see. If it's not Dallas, you'll see Denver. Denver, OKC. It'll be one of those. It's either going to be Jokic and his squad against OKC, or it's going to be Dallas and their new squad against OKC. That'll be the West. It's like it's very easy to see down the road.
And you don't think San Antonio has a chance now they have Fox?
No, they're too young, man. Once they build around that team, give them 3 years and they'll be in the top 4.
And what about? Because I mean, now that Durant is staying, Suns might have a chance, right? Because they still got like a pretty good squad.
They have a good squad. The problem is there's no depth. They don't have depth, and they don't have, like, I don't want to say leadership, but they need to learn how to. For some reason, they can't. They don't have good camaraderie, man. It's weird. I know they have all good, like, one-on-one players. Let's say.
Yeah.
They can't put it together in a team, like just Book and Durant alone, man. Book, who's gonna stop Book? I saw Devin Booker score 70 against the Celtics in his rookie year.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I mean? That guy, and then you got Durant, who certified scorer, but you have to have someone to put all these pieces together. That's why there's teams. That's why you have to have role players. You have to have players just random names to put it together.
On the Suns, I think, isn't Durant the oldest player there right now?
Of course he is, but that's what I mean. You have Durant. That's what I was saying. You have Durant. What, you want him to be the leader? He's not a leader. You think Durant's a leader? If he was a leader, he would be leading these teams to championships. That's the whole reason why he had to leave Golden State. Why? Because it was Steph Curry's team. And Draymond said that, and he's like, oh, I could go out and win. What happened ever since he left? He's never won. Never.
I think for the Suns, that's kind of a problem, because it's kind of like Durant being his age, I feel like he needs to step up into that leadership role more. And because he doesn't, you have another player who's taking over like the lead role, or maybe nobody's even taking over the lead role.
No one is. That's what I mean. He's not that type of player, bro. He goes out there and does his job. You can't ask someone who's not vocal to be like, hey, we need to do this. He's not like that. He goes out there, does his job. He's obviously a prolific scorer. He plays good defense. He is older, but that's not That's not his game to be like, hey, we need to get this around. He's not like that.
No, I mean, I totally agree with you. I know that, and I
Yeah.
think that's kind of like the problem with the Suns is because they don't have
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
where the problem lies.
That's what I'm saying. They need like some OG cat or some cat who's won championships. Like, hey, look, we have an excellent squad. Let's put this together. You go here, we go here. And they need a voice, and that's usually what a coach would be for. You know what I mean?
To me, it's kind of actually sad because, like, I mean, literally, you got Durant there. It almost looks like he's just there for the paycheck. Like he's not. Like,
what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
This is just me, like my personal thinking. I don't expect anything from the guy at the end of the day. All I'm saying is that it's sad to have such wasted talent from that whole squad because you got such.
I agree.
You got this squad that they have the potential to be like number one, but because of that fact that Durant's more like, oh, I'm just gonna play my game. I'm gonna do the best I can because I am one of the best athletes out there. But at the end of the day, it's more of like a paycheck to him rather than maybe getting that extra
of course.
to be able to lead a little bit at least. I'm not saying you got to go all out like Draymond, but you got to just kind of put some of the pieces together. Be like, yo, like you said, we got a good team. We need to make this happen,
But you see it though. Ever since he left Golden State, he tried to form a team in Brooklyn. What happened? He had Kyrie and James Harden. Did they go anywhere? Nope. You see what I'm? And they got smacked by the Celtics. They got swept. That's what I mean. Now he was with the Suns. Oh damn! You got Book, KD, and Bradley Beal. Same. Look what's going on now. Same exact format.
Very sad.
That's how it is, man. If he, like I get why he didn't want to go back to Golden State. He's already slandered by Golden State. I get it. But if you put him with a Steph Curry and all them, that makes them excellent.
I love that this goes hand in hand, but I love you seen a Bronx Tale, right?
Of course.
I love basically the whole point of the movie. What's what Robert De Niro was saying, and this goes well with Kevin Durant.
What?
And that's that the saddest thing in life is wasted talent.
No, it's and you know what? You can't even say KD's wasted talent. Why? He earned his rings with Golden State. He really did.
Yeah, for sure.
He went, and so that's what I mean. He didn't have to be the leader there. He just went out and earned his rings, and he went hard in those finals. You saw that?
Yeah.
They were a cheat code when they got him, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You knew once Durant was there, what happened? It's over. Ain't no one beating this team. You knew that. I knew that. Everyone knew that.
I know.
That's why they won. It was too easy. But he didn't have to be a leader. You had Steph there.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, but you had a leader that was able to make
and
that
Draymond, like you said, and Draymond.
Yeah, for sure.
And Steve, I'll even throw in Steve Kerr. Why not? He won like hella rings, that with the Spurs, with the Bulls, so.
but because you have another person leading, Durant to me always feels like whatever team he goes on, it always feels like he's a disgruntled player. Like he's always never like really happy.
Yeah, it's because he has an ego, but he's not the type to say anything. You know what I mean? Like, those people, like, he's that good. He is that good. He's KD. But he's not going to be, he'll just be like, yeah. He doesn't say much, but he'll go out there and he's just, boom, he's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Excellent. I should say excellent. He's an excellent player.
Yeah. Just,
what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Just kind of sad because especially when you're getting older, you kind of need to step it up a little bit, like to me, that's actually like growth. It shows that you're growing, wisdom, everything, and yes, he's an excellent player and stuff, but he's not really growing within the teams that he's going to. So that's
he's not. But that's also why Draymond and everyone was saying, oh, this was Steph's team.
Yeah.
And it makes perfect sense. Why? Steph Curry won a ring without Kevin Durant 3 years ago. Remember?
Right.
I saw they beat the Celtics.
Exactly.
And Steph Curry was leading that team. Obviously Draymond's a big voice too, but you see what I mean? They didn't have KD.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. It takes it, but it's everyone too. It's not just not just one player. It's everyone has to be on board.
Right.
That's it. And KD's just a quiet player, man. He's quiet.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Well, it is what it is. All right. Well, let us move on to some Trump news. So Trump, he appointed. Let me just pull this up for you guys. He appointed Paula, I believe it was White. Yeah. So he
Yes,
appointed
Paula
Paula
White.
White today, and to be the leader of the White House faith office. And now we have outrage from the Orthodox Christians. So I don't know, man. It's just, to me, it's kind of funny because it feels like Trump can, like, every single headline, every single day is somebody's outraged. Somebody's going to try to impeach him now over something. And I know he's doing a lot of stuff that's very controversial, but
How is
at the
that
end of the day,
controversial?
no, I'm saying like to some people, not like everybody. I'm
Oh,
saying
oh, oh! I thought.
controversial to the Orthodox Christians because they're outraged. You know what I mean? So somebody's always outraged. Like some group, particular group of people, every
Yeah, yeah,
single
yeah.
day
I get it.
is outraged at this guy and trying to, like,
I know.
do something. And everything that he's been doing so far, at the end of the day, is like, you know what I mean? He's basically, what is he doing? He's saving the taxpayers a bunch of money. He's like, everything he's doing, you know what I mean? Like, he's trying to fix the whole Gaza Strip, but
Yeah.
everybody's seeing it as like they're trying to portray him as like for the next Hitler type thing. So I mean, it's just kind of
But
crazy.
this is just putting one nation under God, just like the Pledge of Allegiance. That's it.
Exactly. And
I don't
it's
see anything wrong with that because creating, it's the White House Faith Office.
exactly.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it?
No,
Is
I
that
don't
bad?
look, as long as America
It's
was
weird.
built on freedom, on the freedom of speech, the freedom of
Yeah.
like choice. So to me, it's like, as long as this is not like something where, like, okay, he's appointing this person, and now all of a sudden everybody else that's a different religion is going to get persecuted. Like, that's not how it
Exactly.
works.
Like
You know?
exactly. That's just, it's weird. Like, why
So
would
it's like,
anyone have a problem? It's
yeah,
just
that's
weird to
like,
me.
who cares who he appoints as the spiritual advisor? Like, dude, what if he appointed like freaking what's her name? That lady that got like the lady that got sued, like that from like Florida, that was
Who?
like a uh she
Who?
she she was like a psychic. She was like a
I
huge
don't know.
psychic, and then she got sued in Florida, like back in the day. I was
I
just
don't
like,
know.
it was funny to me because, like, okay, what if he appointed her? Like, is everybody gonna be outraged because he appointed some psychic? You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. But actually, I wanna pull that one up because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was actually a really big name. Um, Florida. Let me see real quick. But yeah, so basically he got oh yeah, I was not gonna pull it up. Yeah, so he got he appointed Paula White. So as a controversial televangelist, she's a controversial televangelist and longtime spiritual advisor that as head of the reestablished White House Faith Office. And like I said, it has ignited widespread criticism, especially within the Christian community. White, 57, is known for her association with the prosperity gospel movement, which teaches that faith can lead to material wealth and personal well-being. I don't see anything wrong with that. This
That's what I
belief
mean. Like, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
This belief, this belief has led many Orthodox Christian leaders to label her a heretic. Her
Yeah,
appointment,
heretic. Yeah.
yeah, her appointment has prompted sharp reactions across social media, with critics questioning her qualifications and theological stance. On Thursday, Trump announced a new task force during his speech and the National Prayer Breakfast, which he also revealed plans for a presidential commission on religious liberty. As part of this agenda to protect religious freedom, he pledged to combat anti Christian discrimination within the federal government and ensure the protection of Christian rights nationwide. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all to me. I mean, he's not making it where, like, you have to be Christian or you can't be here type thing. It's basically he sees the need because a lot of I think a lot of our faith, and especially in the U.S., like, a lot of our faith has kind of like going out the door, I would say, and is being attacked by other, ideologies. I guess that's the best way I could put it. So definitely, I understand where he's coming from, and yeah, I mean, I don't see. I mean, Jay, right? There's nothing. Do you see anything wrong with this at all? Right? No, right?
No, man. One nation under God in the White House faith office that he's creating. I don't see anything bad about that, man. Especially because it's in our Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you
Exactly.
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
that's
And I
what.
know they tried to. I know they tried to scratch that with the last administration. You know, they tried to change a lot of things. So growing up with sports, you stand up, take your hat off, Pledge of Allegiance. You know, we did it in school. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Exactly.
I like the fact that he, I don't mind that he's doing that. I don't think it's a bad thing. I know who he appointed is a little different, and I think he did it for other reasons. You know, chess moves. So
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like I said, this country was built on like
Yeah,
Christianity and
that's
faith.
what I
So
mean. Well, she's a little. I've when I read about her, she's a little, let's say, unorthodox. You know, so she's a little. So a lot of people were just questioning why her. You know,
okay.
as opposed to the whole thing. You know, obviously there's gonna people that be like, "Oh my God, the faith office. Oh my God, what is it?" You know, like it's not even a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, one nation under God. How hard is that to understand? Is that wrong? You
So
know,
just real quick, the person I was talking about. So like I just said earlier, like yeah, it doesn't matter who he appointed because he could have appointed the psychic that I told you by
exactly.
and that psychic was Mrs. Cleo. So I don't know if you remember
Cle-
her or not. You remember Miss Cleo? She got like
yes, I do.
sued. This is a picture of her right here. If you guys don't
Yes,
know
I
who she is.
remember.
But she got sued back in the day because she was so like total BS. You know what I mean? But yeah, like dude, what if she got appointed as the spiritual advisor?
Yeah.
You guys gonna go like is all these like people gonna go crazy? You know what I mean? Because of that, like, come on, guys.
Well, first of all, in her little things before, it said for entertainment purposes only
Exactly.
in small caption.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna take all that stuff to heart, that was your own problem.
Yeah. Exactly. Which and she still got sued for it. So shit.
I know that's the funny part about that.
Well, it is what it is. Let's move on to some NFL news. What is going on in the NFL, brother?
I don't know. I'm not watching. So NFL Honors is trending right now. So I'm not watching it, obviously, but we'll see who wins the MVP tonight. It's going to be between Josh Allen, who had an excellent year with the Bills, and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson had a great year as well with the Ravens. But my pick, obviously, I would go to Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen had a better year. That's my
Yeah.
personal opinion. So we'll see if he wins his MVP, even though, like I said, Josh Allen still, still came up short when it's supposed to count. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just
So
between the two, or who else is in the lineup?
I don't know who else is even in there,
Oh,
honestly, for MVP. I don't know. They could have thrown Saquon in there, but he's playing the Super Bowl, obviously.
yeah.
And maybe one other player. Usually sometimes there's four. But I believe it's just between them two. I could be wrong though.
Did the whole like Pro Bowl thing already happen, or is that still going to be
Yeah.
happening?
You see what I mean? You see what I mean about the Pro Bowl? You're like, hey, did that even happen? Exactly. That's how like just ridiculous the Pro Bowl is. Yeah, it happened last weekend.
Oh,
Hey, did that even happen yet? That's how irrelevant the Pro Bowl is. You know what I mean? They need to make, I told you, they need to make something for the NFL, like NBA All-Star, even Major League Baseball All-Star, even the NHL All-Star.
Yeah.
They need to have something like that for the NFL because, man, this Pro Bowl stuff, no one watches it. No one. No one watches flag football. They're playing flag football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're playing flag football. They're doing all these events like, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Pro Bowl. Do you? You're like, hey, did that even happen? That's exactly how everyone is with the Pro Bowl.
Who won?
So I don't even know I know I believe the Mannings chose the teams, maybe Peyton and Eli. I don't know. I have no idea. Didn't watch it.
Gotcha.
Didn't care to watch it. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl since like maybe a decade. The Pro Bowl so irrelevant to me.
Wow. Well, it is what
The
it
Super Bowl is this weekend. Now that is what everyone's gonna be watching.
is.
You know what I mean? I already told you, dude. There will not be a three-peat. I'm telling you this right now. No three-peat. Okay? The Philadelphia Eagles will win.
Just waiting when you're ready to give up that 20.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Should
You
we
don't
do a
want to take that bet. You don't want to take that bet.
should we do a virtual shake on live so people we got a witness? All right, we're doing this. There we go. We do a virtual shake. You guys, you see it here first. We got. By the way, we're in Nevada, so our this wink wink. We're in Nevada, so it's legal for us to do this here on this show
You're
live.
hella funny. You're hella funny,
We
bro.
just, we just for all the five people watching right now and the people will be watching later. We just did a bet for $20. I got the Eagles. I'm sorry. He got
No,
the
I
Eagles.
got the Eagles. I
Yeah.
got the Eagles
I'm sorry.
because there will not be a three-peat. There will
Right.
not be a three-peat this year.
Right.
Saquon is going to run all over them.
Okay.
And if they do stack the box with 9, 10 people, guess what? They have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith on the outside, not even counting Goddard going up the middle as tight end. They're fine.
Yeah.
They'll control that game. They'll be fine. And their offensive line is all monsters. They're all 6'6" and 360. They're fine. They're fine.
You're banking on player talent. I'm banking on Taylor Swift. So we'll see what happens.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Unfortunately, you will not see a three-peat. Sorry.
We shall see. We shall see. I know.
Yes,
I know
we shall
you hold
see.
a lot of grudges because you don't want them to be the next Patriots, but
No. They are not the next Patriots, and they are far from that. Patriots ran the league for 20 years. 20. This is only like what, their fifth year, sixth year? Yeah, exactly. We'll keep it at that. Okay, because they're not staying together forever. Andy Reid's about to be done soon. Obviously, Mahomes is, he's only 29, 30, so he'll be there a while. Their tight end, Kelsey, him and Taylor Swift could go on their little honeymoons. He's almost done. Yeah. You know what I mean? That team will be apart soon.
All right. So you guys heard it here first. We got 20 on Saturday's game. Or what day is it? Saturday. Right?
Sunday.
Sunday. So
Come on, man. It's the Super Bowl.
We got 20 on Sunday's game. I'm gonna.
Light work.
I wasn't planning on watching because I have my daughter this weekend, but now I will have to watch it. So
light work for the Eagles, bro. It's cool. I'm not worried.
Watching that game now. I don't care too much for Taylor Swift, but I will probably have to see her now, and it's all good. It's all good. Do you know by any chance the spread on this game for the people?
I don't. It was 1.5. I don't know if it still is. I haven't checked the spread, so I'm like you said, I'm banking off raw talent. Watching the Eagles play, so you can pull it up.
Yeah, I want to pull that up because I definitely want to know spread on Super Bowl.
Yeah, it'll just, if you even go on the ESPN app, it'll be there. I could even check it if you want.
Yeah, it's still looks like it's still 1.5. So
okay, yeah, so that's what I mean, 1.5. So
1.5.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I have I think the Eagles win by 3. So
by 3? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, you heard it here first. And let us move on to some business news for you guys. So we got one of the last few very old industrial companies that has been through it all, and they are breaking up. And I am talking about Honeywell. If you guys don't know who Honeywell is, they were a company that they're into aerospace. They're into a bunch of stuff, automation, aerospace technology businesses, and they are, luckily, they're not going out of business or nothing like that. They just made an announcement, and they are actually just breaking up into 3 independent companies, following the footsteps of manufacturing giants like General Electric and Alcoa. I personally actually used to work for Honeywell, not like in their factories per se, but I was an independent contractor at one time, and I was selling Honeywell's home alarm systems because they also make home alarms. So I was one of the guys that would go to your front door, and I would try to sell you on one of those things. That being said, the company said Thursday it will separate from its automation and aerospace technology business, and it's including plans announced earlier to spin off its advanced materials business. Honeywell will consist of 3 smaller entities in hopes that it will be more agile. The formation of 3 independent industry-leading companies builds on the powerful foundation that they have created, positioning each to pursue tailored growth strategies and unlock significant value for shareholders and customers. Honeywell said in December it will be considering spinning off its aerospace division. The public announcement arrived after 1 month About 1 month after Elliott Investment Management revealed a stake of more than $5 billion in the aerospace automation and materials company, Elliott has been pushing for the Charlotte, North Carolina company to separate its automation and aerospace business. So they were kind of being pressured, it looks like, to do it anyway. And they figured, they're going to follow in the footsteps of GE, General Electric, to kind of split up because makes sense, that way they can focus, they can allocate money to like the different sectors, and then they can kind of see, I mean, especially if the aerospace business is that big, that they can definitely throw more money at certain ones instead of like putting it all together in hopes of, creating something. So yeah, that makes sense to me. They're not going out of business, but they were one of the last few remaining like giant ones that kind of did it all. So they're definitely splitting that into 3 segments now. Yeah, it's pretty much our business news. Let us go over and talk about big balls. For all of you who don't know what that is, we got Jay reporting on big balls for you guys.
Well, I saw that trending. I was like, what the hell is trending, bro? And I was like, big balls is trending. What the hell is big balls? So when I saw the trend on X, I was like, oh, it's just about it's literally a staff guy that was employed by Elon Musk on the Doge team. It's a kid. And you should have seen CNN, bro. These women are talking about big balls and the company Big Balls created, which was Tesla Sexy LLC.
Yeah, I see that.
The fact that they're saying this on live television, though, in front of millions of people, I was done. I was like, and it was trending. That's the even funnier part. Obviously, it's going to trend on X because of Elon, but it was hilarious, bro, watching these people on CNN trying to slander Elon, because of big balls.
So, was this is just somebody like the name they gave him so that they would mess with like the media?
No, that was his own name. That was his own stuff. That's his own, like online. That's his presence.
Oh, that's his presence online.
Because they're trying to fit. They don't know his actual, like.
So he's like. It looks like
they don't know his actual name. They know his screen names. You know what I mean?
So he's like a remote worker for them. That's what it looks like then, right?
Yeah, exactly. And he's a kid. He's young, man. He's a youngster.
I also read somewhere that he used to be like a in the past he was like a hacker or something. So he actually knows his
well,
stuff,
that's how you get. Obviously, if you're good at this stuff, you working for Elon, you obviously know more than the average. You know what I mean? So yeah, exactly. And he's a youngster, so yeah, it's just kind of funny, man. When I saw the whole thing on CNN, obviously I don't watch CNN, but I saw it on X, and everyone has it posted, and I'm like, oh my god,
yeah.
Big balls,
big balls is coming for y'all,
right? What the? And they're like, oh my god, he's on the Doge team, like it's a big thing. Oh my god, Elon appointed this guy, big balls on Doge. Like, come on, bro. Like all you're doing anyway is helping. Like, there's no such thing as bad press, first of all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all you're doing is just upping it. Like, hey, Doge has big balls. Hey, good. There we go. We need that to run the country. There you go.
It all makes sense when you put it all together.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. I was like, bro, this is too funny. So that was trending high. So I had to throw that in there, because we always have sports, political, and that was just, I was just out there, man. So I had to throw that in there.
Definitely. Remember, guys, we're playing chess here. We're not playing checkers. So we got to put the pieces together. We don't step, we don't do like those two on checkers where you can like take 2 pieces out at once. Like,
none of that. None of that.
It's all methodical thinking,
Of course.
Fun fact today. I mean, because we have Tesla. We have like the Fremont plant here. We have a lot of like Tesla businesses here,
of course,
including I don't. Do you know if even the headquarters for X is still here? Or I know.
No, he moved it. Remember, so it was downtown in SF.
Yeah,
and then he had the big light, and it was shining on everyone. The big X. So San Francisco was like, "You need to take that down. You're disturbing everyone." So yeah, he, I believe he moved his headquarters.
He moved the headquarters.
I know he did for his other companies, but I don't think the headquarters for X is still here. It might still be there,
Yeah.
but I know the building's there, but I don't know if it's still the headquarters. But they made him take down his big X. That was funny, man. That happened during COVID, right?
Yeah.
Where they made him take down the X, or was it 2022?
No. That was actually more recent. That was like, I want to say, a year and a half ago.
Last year? Oh, was it? I thought it was 2022.
I remember that.
It's because out here we had COVID longer.
No, for sure. I mean, when we go to the gym, we still have COVID. So.
yeah. There's hella people that wear masks. You're right. That's very odd. So we're in the Bay Area, so we still see all these people they drive with masks. It's kind of funny. You see it all the time. It's I don't think I ever wore a mask in ever. So I'm not one of those people.
We're at the point out here where we got people not even wearing masks anymore. They're wearing like full facial gear type thing. Like the stuff that these people are wearing it's on a whole nother level now, man.
Well, the even funnier part, they're in their own car driving with their mask and everything on. Oh, you're in your own car. You know? I mean, Jesus, it's just crazy to me. Like, we still talk about that. That's the funny part. I bet you in other parts of the country, they would come here and be like, are these people serious?
I know. I remember. So during COVID, I was actually living in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and my wife and my mom came to visit me. Yeah. And when I took them up to Santa Fe, and Santa Fe is a very small town. They have a very small downtown area.
Oh, okay.
And during COVID, we were the only three walking around downtown without masks. And literally, I could tell everybody was super uncomfortable, like around us. But then one guy, and I'm kind of hot-headed sometimes. So one guy, he was like in this big ass truck. You would think he's like this, like Republican type, right winger, whatever. That would be against that. But he freaking he was driving by, and then he like straight up like yelled profanity at me and my family. Why don't you go put on your effing mask? Blah blah blah. You're like,
are
whatever.
You serious?
And I got hot-headed, so I was like, why don't you make me? And I was like, I kind of like, I was talking, shit back to him. And then it was funny because, like, dude, I literally had like these townspeople, they kind of gained up on us after. So the guy left, he didn't stop or do nothing. But then as we were walking by this other group of people that like had masks on, I hear him kind of like silently as they're passing us, they were like, well, he wasn't wrong for saying that. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh my God, these freaking people, dude. Like,
I don't know, man. I only had one run-in one time with a mask. That's it.
Yeah.
It was a worker at Walgreens.
Oh.
Yeah, so this little overweight worker at Walgreens, and I told him to meet me outside. By all means, bro, you can meet me outside. You knocked me out, throw a mask on. That's cool.
If you would have told me that, I would have been like, how about that?
Exactly, though, man. No, but he was so like, I was in there shopping, and he was so like, I can't ring this up for you because you don't have a mask. I was like, are you serious, bro? You're not serious. You're not serious, bro. And he was serious. Like he was so serious to the point that he wouldn't ring up the stuff. And I said, if you don't ring up this stuff, I was, me. Yeah. I'm very, like serious. So someone else I saw came and rung it up, but I told him, I was like, hey, come outside. Let's go, bro. You could even have my stuff after. But nah, he didn't want no smoke, man. People were just,
And people are so oblivious. It's like, dude, you literally got Fauci at a freaking baseball game without a mask. You had Newsom, the California governor, doing private events at his restaurant. Nobody was requiring masks. Yeah. Like, come on, like, dude, all the signs were there that shit, and it was already proven by science that those masks don't do nothing. You would need like a whole bodysuit type thing. You know what I mean? Like a little tiny mask like that is not going to prevent anything.
Well, think about it. What makes me any different from anyone else? I'm walking around without a mask. I was fine. Yeah, exactly. I was never sick. You see what I mean? I was never sick. Yeah. What makes me any different? Am I superhuman? I could walk around anywhere and just be fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people's thinking were just so funny during that time, man.
And here we
You know,
are, all we are. We're just the average day Joes. Like, come on, man.
exactly, man. You know, obviously, I do cook, I take my vitamins, and I do lift weights, so I
Yeah,
do stay healthy.
yeah, that's
I do what I'm supposed to do when it comes to that. So
right.
that is
Right.
definitely, you know.
Cool. And, and just a little update because we're just talking about X. It is so they did move to headquarters. It is
Austin.
currently in Bass Rope, Texas. That's where it
Oh,
is
so
now.
it's in Texas. So they did move it. See, they did move it.
Yep,
Good
yep.
for Elon, man. You know, I like that big X sign he had, man. That thing was dope.
I know, and that makes sense to me because now
Yeah,
X is a big money generator. So now he
of
doesn't have
course.
to pay income tax on that income. So
Exactly, bro.
that makes
Smart,
sense.
smart
Yeah,
guy.
chess
That's why
guys.
he's the head of Doge. That's the
Yep,
man, bro.
yep. And I don't know if just a little fun fact about X and the platform. He's trying to turn it into like an all-in-one platform where you're going to be able to do like your banking on there. You're going to do a whole bunch of stuff with there. You're probably going to be able to like do trading and
No
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so if he does that, you already know where Doge is going.
Oh, I already know. I already know.
That's all the payments then. Oh,
Yeah,
we good. We
yeah.
good. We good.
So
I'll
he's
take
working
it.
on that right now. So later on in the future, it's going to be like an
Uh,
all-in-one app type thing. It's going to
Oh,
be
that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. I love hearing it.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, since we are talking about technology news, let me share with you some news about ChatGPT. What is going on with ChatGPT right now? And what I got to tell you is that ChatGPT no longer requires you to have an account. So before, if you wanted to use ChatGPT, you needed to sign up for an account. If you want, especially if you wanted to use like the web search feature, so they took all that out. It's available to all users now, so you don't have to sign up or anything. And I think they're probably doing that because of that whole DeepSeek coming out and stuff, and it
Oh
probably
yeah, yeah.
similar. So they're just trying to compete. So yeah, OpenAI's ChatGPT web search feature is now available for everyone, even those without an account. On Wednesday, OpenAI posted on social media platform X to announce that the ChatGPT search feature has officially been rolled out to all users without the need to log in. So yeah, that's basically what the news is about. It doesn't really give you any further, like anything that delves into. Maybe I could read this real quick. It says however, ChatGPT also includes relevant information about the internet, including photos and links citing where it sourced its information. The links are presented in a search engine SQ way. So yeah. Basically, I mean, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know a lot of people don't like to like do that whole sign-in thing, and you have to have an account. So if you guys ever wanted to use ChatGPT, it is now easier than ever. And yeah, just go on to ChatGPT. You'll be able to use it. You don't have to worry about any kind of signing in or anything like that or creating accounts. All right, so that is our technology news. Let us see what Jay is watching. What is the movie of the day today, Jay? Looks like you got Denzel.
Today, man, I was watching The Bone Collector.
Oh, I never seen that one. Is that Angelina
Come, are you?
Jolie?
Come on, man. You've never seen with Denzel? Oh,
Yeah, I
you're
never saw that one.
crazy. You're crazy. No, you're crazy. I can't do this. I can't even do it right now. I can't even do it. The fact that you've never seen The Bone Collector is killing me.
Uh,
How
I
have you
wish
never seen The Bone Collector?
I've never seen it. Never seen it.
Oh my God. So basically, Denzel, Lincoln Rhymes is the name of the movie. He's a cop, obviously detective. You know, he
Yeah,
goes through. He really gets severely like injured, like in the beginning of the movie from certain case, and he
yeah.
becomes a quadriplegic, so he can't move.
Oh,
But he's so smart that he's still on with the police force, right?
yeah,
So basically now throughout the whole movie, there's Angelina Jolie and a lot of people in this movie, by the way. But he's basically trying to track a killer, and the killer they have to figure out. So the killer is basically using a book from an old book, like that's he's copying certain murders from the book.
oh,
And Denzel is putting it together basically, for the
right.
people to try to stay ahead of this guy, but they're always a step behind. It's a
Oh,
really good movie, man. I'd suggest it to anyone. It's Denzel. This is one of Denzel's older movies too. Excellent movie.
all right. So 1999, right? That's when it was done.
Yeah, yeah, around then, 99, 2000. The fact that you never seen it, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. It doesn't even. I'm like, how? You know what I mean? Like, but it was a really good movie.
So you got I mean, the most famous people now. When you got, I mean, it looks like you got Angelina Jolie, you got Denzel.
You even got Al Bundy in there. He's in there.
Oh wow,
Yeah, he's a detective as well. But
looks like
yeah,
Louis Guzman is in that one.
yeah, that's what I mean. There's
Yeah,
a lot of people in that movie, man. It's a great movie.
Michael
You even
Rooker.
got Queen Latifah.
I was
She
about to
takes
say,
care. Well, she takes care of Denzel because when he's bedridden, she's like the one who takes care of him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Uh,
excellent movie, man.
so out of 1 through 10, what would you rate that one?
9.5.
9.5. So is that good?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's one of my favorite Denzel movies altogether. So he has so many good movies though, like way too many good movies. You know that.
Well, I know.
Like he has so many good movies that I'm just like, bro, but it's one of my favorites for sure.
Well, let's go over some of his movies. What is your favorite movie of Denzel?
Oh
If it's
man.
not this one. No, he got so many, and I know it ain't
man.
Gladiator too.
I won't even entertain that he's in that because he's such a good actor. He's such a good actor. I will never put him in that boat that he's in that. Nope. Yeah. I refuse. Sorry.
Definitely.
But I'd have to say, man, it's tough, bro. If I want to go, because he's in a couple sports movies I like.
Yeah.
Like it's iconic. Remember the Titans. I know you know that one.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Or even He Got Game. Like those are sport movies. So I'd have to throw those in there, but I'd also have to throw in Training Day, bro. Like you cannot like, bro. Like I mean, damn well Training Day. That's iconic, bro. Iconic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but he has so many good movies, man. This is up there too.
Yeah, and Training Day was based loosely on actual like true events of these corrupt LA cops and stuff. So
of course,
it's kind of crazy.
But I mean, you can't get more iconic than Denzel in Training Day, man.
I know. That was really. I mean, I saw a lot of his movies. That was one of the only few movies, or if any movie that he ever did. That was really one of the only movies where he was like a straight up gangster.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
Well, no. American Gangster.
No, I know, but that's different because he was like well suited, like he was like the,
okay.
You know what I mean? He was like the Tony Soprano at that one, but
okay.
You know what I mean? Where he was like almost like the bad guy, which he doesn't play a lot of roles where he's the bad guy.
Okay, I get you with that. Then I get you with that because I was like, bro.
I totally know. I know for sure American Gangster, but it's just like that's like a whole nother you know what I mean? American Gangster. Yeah. He's not like a street gangster. He's more.
Yeah. I get it.
He's the brains of the operation.
Exactly.
So you got Training Day, and you got
I'll go. This one, obviously, Bone Collector, one of my favorite. But I like He Got Game and Remember the Titans because they're sport movies.
Okay.
And I think they're iconic sport movies at that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I love those are my favorite movies by Denzel. So
okay, and give us one that you think is the most underrated of his.
I'll give you an underrated. It's a remake. That's why, and it was called The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I see that one. That's what John.
It was with John. Yeah, so another excellent film. Excellent film. I believe it was underrated because it was a remake.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw that one. I really liked it too. It was about to go on that train, right? That's what they were, or like the train.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was taking over. Yeah, but it was for different reasoning. Right. You know what I mean? Because they thought it was hijacking, but they were doing it for a different thing. Definitely. So it was cool. It was a good one, but I believe it was underrated just because, like I said, it's a remake.
Definitely. I could say that too.
What do you think? What do you think? I have a feeling I know one of yours in there. So he has so many good ones that you can't miss.
I'll give you my top 2 favorites of his. Or like these are some of the. I mean, I said, I like all his movies and they're all great.
Of course.
I'm gonna say ones that really like touched me and affected me. And Training Day is up there as well. Don't get me wrong, but since you already mentioned it, I'm going to mention my 2 that really touched me. The first one, I will say this was also based on a true story, and that is Man on Fire.
Oh yeah, excellent film.
Yeah. So Man on Fire to me, I mean, literally, I had tears in my eyes once the little girl got saved at the end type thing.
Yeah. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, so that one for sure, I just like, yeah, it just really touched me. It's a really long movie, and it's one of those that you have to pay attention to. It's not like
Of
there's a lot
course.
of action in the beginning. All the action kind of happens like from the middle to the end of the movie.
Yeah,
So you really have to just kind of pay attention to the whole thing.
of course.
Besides that one, another one that I really liked of his, and this one,
I want to know what you're gonna say because I'm curious. I have a couple in my head. That's why there's so many
yeah,
Denzel movies.
and this one, I really like this one too. It's you have to follow it as well, but it has a lot more action and has some good actors. And I would say I would go with Safe House. I really like Safe House.
With Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Wow.
Else.
Wow. Okay. I
Yeah.
like that one a lot, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you say Denzel doesn't play a bad guy, but in that one, he's kind of both, if you
Yeah,
think
like
about
I'll
it.
say, he wasn't really bad guy because he was trying to expose people, so it's not like
Yes.
he was like a
But he
bad
was still doing bad things because he
guy
was murdering, let's
for
say.
sure. But he
That
was
was a good
murdering
one. Hey, that's a good one.
He
Hey,
was,
that's a good choice, man.
yeah. So I would say Safe House. I
I
really
didn't
like that
expect
one.
that. I did not expect that, bro. I expected you. You want to know what I expect you to say?
But
Book of Eli. That's what I thought you were going to say.
yeah, Book of Eli was cool. But you know what I did not appreciate about Book of Eli
What?
is that it was like the whole movie was almost like a black and white movie. Like I know they did it on purpose because of like
Of course. Do you know what the movie was about,
yeah,
right?
because I know he was blind, and I know I
Yes.
understand. I understand, but it just makes it annoying to watch. I like the movie,
Oh
don't get me
my
wrong,
God,
and
you are so ridiculous.
I love Mila Kunis in it. You know what I mean? But
Well, I sure hope so.
no, for
Jesus.
sure. But that's the thing that kind of threw me off of that movie was just
Okay.
that fact that it was just like I need color in my life. You know what I mean?
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
um, if I did want to
That
say another notable one, I mean, for the Book of Eli is definitely notable. But if I want to say another notable one that makes you really think, and it's like a really great drama one, I would say Inside Man. Inside Man would have been one I would have picked too.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
because
also surprised you did not say Equalizer.
Equalizer is a great franchise, but because he had like three of them already,
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
it was good. Like, don't get me wrong, I
Oh,
love that kind of action and stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. That's what I
it-
thought you were gonna say, but then you said Safe House. I was like, hey, that's a good one.
yeah, so Safe House for sure on would be my two
Then
favorites.
I really thought Book of Eli because I was like, he gets that, you have that side of not spiritual, but that
Yeah,
side. So
no,
I was like,
definitely.
okay, so but
And the fact that
it's
it was
okay.
filmed in New Mexico, which people wouldn't even think, that even made
Was
it
it
more.
Book
Yeah, it
of
was
Eli?
Mexico. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
That
wow.
whole end part where like it shows the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff, that's all CGI.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but so New Mexico is kind of like the new Hollywood for the people that don't know, especially Albuquerque. They what they did is they gave all these like film producers a bunch of like basically like tax like write off type things. So basically, if you're filming, and they have a lot of like studios now in New Mexico and Albuquerque. So if you're
Mhm.
filming in New Mexico, you get a whole bunch of tax breaks for your movies. That's why they
Oh,
it's kind of like it's like the
that's
new
legit.
Hollywood over there. Yeah, yeah.
Did they do that after Breaking Bad or before Breaking Bad?
This was before Breaking Bad, so
Oh,
that's why
okay,
it
okay.
makes sense. Well, Breaking Bad, I think more. I think the reason they did it more was because I think at one point New Mexico was like the meth capital of the world or of the United States type thing. So that would make sense for that, But yeah, yeah.
Walter White, baby.
Walter White, Walter White.
Legendary.
And as far as for me, as far as I would say, an
Underrated.
underrated movie that I
Uh-huh.
think people should watch. It's an older movie, but I definitely feel like this kind of hit under the radar, especially for the younger generation.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna name the person that he works with. I want to see if you know this one, just to kind of check your memory. But so he co-starred with this with Julia Roberts. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Julia Roberts.
See, I knew this would be underrated.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know what type of movie it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Well, it's
not
the
I
only
don't
one
I
he made with Julia Roberts. So I didn't know if you would know this one or not. But,
I
so
can
this,
pull it out, but I'm not going to.
I'll
I
just let
think
you know. It's all good.
yeah.
So basically, this is a movie from 1993, and it was a great movie back in the day. It's called The Pelican Brief.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you remember? Have you seen that one or no?
Of course.
Okay, so yeah, so for the people that don't know Pelican Brief, basically he gets set up He was like a police, like he was like a detective in like
Of
Florida.
course.
He got set up. He lent some girl like or some lady money that was part of evidence for something, and she stole it. And basically, he was about to get like pinned down for that, and he had to like solve the whole like thing. Great movie,
Of
very
course.
dramatic.
Once again, playing that role of, helping,
Yeah, exactly.
unraveling conspiracy things. You know what I mean? He plays that role good.
So that was I would say that was a good underrated movie because it's more like older and a lot of people wouldn't know about
Yeah,
it.
I haven't seen that movie in hella long,
Uh,
dude.
yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna go with one more because this is actually one of my favorite underrated movies, but I love this one as well, and that is Deja Vu for anybody who hasn't
Oh,
seen.
that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. So
Didn't wasn't Ava Mendes in that?
not
Or
Ava
no?
Mendes. It was the what's her name? Rosie. What was her name? Shoot, I just was just
Oh, Ava Mendes was in Out of Time. That's right.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah,
she
yeah.
was in
Deja Vu was who the hell was in Deja Vu?
her name was like Rosaria something. I
Yeah, yeah,
forget.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and
I know what
I mean,
you're talking
man, she's bad, bro. Like I liked her a lot. You know what I mean? But
about.
yeah, but I forgot her actual full name. But yeah, that was a great movie, and Val Kilmer was in that movie too as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. No, yeah, it wasn't Rosa. No, you're talking about. Can't remember. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I forgot the name too.
Dude, he has too many movies, man.
Oh no, it was. Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't Rosaria. You're right. Her name is Paula Patton.
Patton, Paula Patton. There you go. It was
Oh,
yeah, that's what's his name? What's his name? The singer's wife.
which
Robin, whatever, Robin Thicke. That was Robin Thicke's wife.
that's his wife.
Yeah, Paula
Oh,
Patton.
good.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. So I sometimes I confuse movies. He has too many movies, that's what
I
I'm
know, I know. Yeah, but
But yeah, it was Paula Patton.
that was a that was a great movie that I really liked. It's also very it's kind of a slow paced movie, but if you pay
Yes.
attention, it's one of those makes you like think type movies, and it kind of has like some futuristic stuff in there as well, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, I would say that one. And we both kind of forgot to mention one that I know you've seen this one because I don't think it was based on a true story, but it was very heartfelt, and that was
What?
John Q.
Yeah, and have a change of heart. We know. We know. I didn't want to bring that one up because that's a sad one, man.
I know it's a
Very
sad one.
sad.
That was
It's a
definitely
really good. It's a really good movie.
yeah,
But let me tell you, it's very sad, dude.
it is.
You know that. You've seen that, right? Man, that's
So
and
if you guys
anyone would do what he did.
yeah,
Anyone would do what he did for sure.
exactly. So
Because that's a
if you
sad
guys
ass movie, man.
if you guys want to cry tonight, definitely check out John Q. Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah, that is a great movie, man, for sure. But I didn't mention that just because, yeah, I watch a lot of the other ones instead of that one.
Did he really have any comedies? I never seen him in like any comedy movies. Was the
He's an action dude, man.
Magnificent Seven wasn't like a real comedy, was it?
Well, not really a comedy, but yeah, like
No, he never really
he's
well
he's an action actor, bro.
no,
He's
no, no. You
action.
know what? He did have one action comedy, and that was that one we were talking about
You
before.
want? Yeah, you told me I hadn't seen it. Two
Yeah,
Guns.
Two Guns with Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, so he did have
Yeah,
several other
I didn't
comedies.
see that, so I don't know.
Yeah, you should watch it. You like Mark Wahlberg and you like him, so maybe that one is a
Yeah,
good one to watch.
it will probably be good. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so that is so yeah. So we are watching for the 14 people watching. We are watching Jay is watching the Bone Collector. He gave it a 9.5. It's
Damn
definitely a
right.
great movie, and
Excellent movie.
and we just told you guys a whole bunch of other great movies to check out by Denzel. If you guys haven't seen any of the ones we just mentioned,
Denzel, that dude, man.
yeah,
He's that dude.
he's definitely I would say my top 5 favorite actors. Maybe
He's up there.
he's definitely up there, top 5 for me at least for sure. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious. Who is your favorite actor of all time? Who's your favorite actor?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man, I that's tough, man, because I grew up in an era, I grew up in the Stallone, Russell, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I grew up in a different era, man. So I used to watch all those guys' movies all the time. I have there's too many favorite actors I have, man. I don't have one specific favorite one, dude.
Okay, then tell me your top 5. What is your top 5 favorite actors?
I just told you like 5 right there.
Those are the ones. Those are all the ones.
Well, I mean, no, I'd have to really think about it, obviously, but like obviously, I got to Stallone's going to be in there for sure.
Yeah, Stallone, sure.
Arnold will be in there. I got to throw. There's too many to pick. I got to throw Pacino in there. You know what I
Pacino.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like De Niro. I love Bruce Willis. Like like Kurt Russell. Like, bro, I grew up in that era, man. So there's a
That's
lot.
six. That's six, and I would say. I would probably go with the same six. I mean, including Denzel. I would go with those,
Oh, see, Denzel, and that's what I mean. Denzel came like after that. That's the thing, like you know what I'm saying. So there's
Yeah,
too many to pick from, man. Way too many.
it's very very hard, but
It is very. I'd have to literally. It would take me so long to narrow down a list of like just 5. That was 5 off the top of my head. That easy too.
let me ask
You
you
know what I mean?
for our female audience, who's your like top favorite female actress?
Oh Jesus, I don't know. there, yeah, there's a lot of actresses. I'd have to really narrow that one down. I don't know.
That's
A tough one too. That's a real tough one. So yeah, that's tough.
I'll tell you one of my favorite. I can't say this is my number one, but I'll tell you because she's top of my head, like one of my number ones.
Who?
What's the lady that played Scarface's wife?
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh, she was one of my favorite actresses back in the day, man.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. She's an excellent actress for sure. You know
Her
what I
and,
mean?
Dangerous Minds also. That was a great
Dangerous Minds. She was in Scarface. She was remember Catwoman in Batman. Batman Returns.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was in so many movies, dude. Michelle Pfeiffer. She was in What Lies Beneath with what's his name? Harrison Ford.
Yep.
Remember? Like that. Look at that, Harrison Ford, another actor, bro. Jesus Christ!
How
How many movies that guy had that I loved? You see what I mean? All the Indiana Jones movies. Like, man, there's too many actors, bro. Too many. But Michelle Pfeiffer is an excellent actress.
She's definitely up there. I'll say her. Angelina Jolie is one of my favorites too. She's
she too many movies as well. Way too many movies. So that's what I mean. Like, there's a lot of them, man. Definitely. I can't give flowers to just one. It's too hard.
Well, we gotta buy a dozen roses, and then we can disperse.
Hey, that's a good way to put it, man. That's a good way to put it, bro.
Well, shout out to the 60 people watching. If you guys have a favorite actor, actress, let us know. We definitely like to know if we're missing some that you guys might want to.
Oh, there's so many. There's so many to pick from, man. Like there's way too many.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, let's get into some money news. Let us see what's going on in these crypto markets, man. It's kind of we've been taking hits right to left. I'm starting to feel like I'm a punching bag when it comes to all the stuff that I'm invested in right now. But anyway, let's go on. We got Bitcoin right now. It is sitting at 97,476. It is actually up 0.31% in the last 24 hours. So it's kind of just trending sideways. We have our number one altcoin, Ethereum. It is sitting at $2,722, and it is down 2.95% or 2.94 actually right now as we speak. It is moving. So, and that's within the last 24 hours. The global crypto market cap in whole is sitting at 3.15 trillion. So we lost a little bit of money into the whole market cap. It is actually down 0.91% in the last 24 hours. We are getting more into the fear. So yesterday we were in fear at like 36 or 7, and now we are at 35. So we're definitely into the fear. That means that more people are selling and they're worried. So or getting liquidated. So yeah, this is basically, it's good if you're holding on because that means there's going to be more room to pump once it does pump again. But as of right now, do not be one of these guys who is selling. Then we have Bitcoin dominance sitting at 60.89%. Ethereum dominance is sitting at 10.35%. So Bitcoin dominance is definitely leading the way right now, and Bitcoin will need to be going up before we see any of these altcoins start going up. But as of right now, if I'm looking at Bitcoin charts, I don't do charts too much for you guys. I'm not really a chart guy, but basically, let me pull up that chart for you guys because I definitely want you guys to kind of know a little bit. I'm going to do a 1 month chart. I want to show you guys. We've just been trending sideways. I mean, literally, we have support at like 91,000. That was the lowest it hit, or 90,815. and we've been trending sideways ever since. We have resistance at 108. So as of right now, like I said, we're trending sideways. It went down a little bit not too long ago to like 93, 92, yeah, about 92 again. But yeah, we're basically between 91 and 108. We're just sitting there and trending sideways. So people are not, you know, every this is kind of an easy judgment because every time literally it's going down to 91 or like to that area. And if you guys have any extra money, just keep buying those dips. That is the dip. 90, 91, those are the supports. I mean, we've been doing this for a whole month now. And then every time it goes up to like 108, all the stuff goes up. I mean, right now the community sentiment for Bitcoin is 80%. So people are super bullish on Bitcoin. So yeah, just keep buying. Every time it goes down, and since it's trending sideways, like this is the best time to accumulate wealth. You just keep buying these little dips when it gets to like the 90s, low 90s, and then it keeps going up and up, afterwards, like to like the 100,000s. So you guys will make money, and then it goes back down. You buy again, and then I mean, you do that long enough, man, you guys are going to be doing good. And if it does, historically, it actually, if you look at historical like data, Bitcoin does drop every I would say every 4 years when we're having our bull runs, Bitcoin does drop after like its first initial bull run because there's usually about two of them during like the first after each halving. We have like two within a couple cycles. So every time after the first cycle is done of like the bull run, it usually drops about 30% and it loses so it would have been it usually I wouldn't have been surprised if it dropped to like around the 70 range, maybe even like closer to like higher 70s, because historically that's kind of what it's been doing. But this time around, you have so much buying pressure that the lowest it dropped was only to like the 90s. It never dropped that low. And because, like I said, it's been holding that support for so long, I don't think it's going to keep dropping any lower than that. If it does, like I said, don't be surprised. I'm letting you guys know right now that historically it has done that before. But even if it does do that, like I said, this is nothing to be panicky about. The regulators, everything is already approved for Bitcoin. We have ETFs that are being made by that BlackRock already made. So this is only going to get bigger and bigger, guys. I mean, this is a technology sector, so like this is literally part of the Wall Street now. So yeah, just hold on to that, guys. That being said, let us go into our top 5 trending coins. We have number 1, Dcoin. It is up 5.2% in the last 24 hours. Number 2 trending coin, we have Bera, Bera. It is up 699% in the last 24 hours. I never heard of that coin. It is sitting at $7.99 currently. Number 3, we have Bitcoin. It is up, like I already mentioned, that one, 0.27%. Number 4 trending coin, you have Sol, which is down 2.84% in the last 24 hours. At number 5 trending coin, you have XRP. It is down 2.51% in the last 24 hours. Let's go over our top 5 gainers of the day. Number 1, you got Dojo. It is up 1,597% in the last 24 hours. Number 2, one that we've been mentioning for a while now, we have Wedgie. It is up 1,524% in the last 24 hours. Number 3, we're Flaky. That is up 1,502% in the last 24 hours. Number 4, a new one I never heard of, it is Black Phoenix. That one is up 1,383 in the last 24 hours. That one might be a good one to look at. The market cap is pretty high. It is like 177 million. So it would be somewhat of a stable coin if you guys wanted to look into that one. It doesn't look like a meme coin. It's probably, if I had to guess, it would be like a financial coin of some sort. So yeah, it might be a new one to look into. And then number 5, we have Toad, which is up 1,320% in the last 24 hours. Let me just go over some notable ones that we've been kind of going over. Number 6, again, the one we've been mentioning since yesterday and other days, it's CatX. That's a meme. It's the new, I would say, is the new cat meme coin because it's been trending for a while now, and that one is up within the last 24 hours, 1,106%. Besides that one, if there's any other ones I can mention for you guys, you got Moodang. Moodang is up 481% in the last 24 hours. Moodang is basically it's a meme coin about a animal from the zoo that I don't really. It's a meme coin and it's about an animal from the zoo. That's pretty much what I'm going to get into for you. So yeah, that's that one. Number 19, a lot of people like this one, is Popcat. It is up 426% in the last 24 hours. That's another cat meme coin. Number 20 has been kind of trending too. That one is Beer or Beers. It is 415% up in the last 24 hours. We also mentioned this one yesterday, Sora Grok. It's sitting at number 21 now, and it's still going up. It is sitting at 410% in the last 24 hours. Besides that, that's pretty much all I got for you guys when it comes to these top gainer coins. Yeah, there's the one I'm going to mention today for you guys. That is our crypto news. So yeah, just keep having those diamond hands. We are in fear. So every time you're in fear, that's when you want to buy. And when we're in greed is when you want to either hold on or just sell some of that and then just keep buying every time we go closer to that fearing, during that index of the fear. So, all right, well, let's get into today's weather. Shout out to the 17 people watching. Let us go over. I'm sorry, it is tomorrow's weather forecast for Friday because we know it's already late tonight. It doesn't. Some of you will not care about today's weather. So we're going to go over tomorrow's weather for all you traveling, especially because it will be Friday. It's going to be the start of the weekend. We want you guys to be well prepared for your guys' adventures tomorrow. Let me share this map really quick with you guys. Here we go. So starting with the coldest temperature in the United States tomorrow, we are going to be the coldest in, it looks like it'll be, again, North Dakota, North Dakota. It is going to be 7 degrees with partly cloudy conditions. And our warmest temperature, if you guys want to get away from the cold, will be in Brownsville, Texas. It'll be 83 degrees, partly cloudy. If you guys are on the if you guys are on the East Coast, you can get away to Miami. It'll be 79 degrees, partly cloudy. If you're on the West Coast, your warmest temperature will be Phoenix at 78 degrees and partly cloudy. That being said, I'll start off with San Francisco. That's where we're at. You guys tomorrow will be we will be partly cloudy tomorrow with 56 degrees. LA and San Diego area, you guys will be pretty chilly for this time of year. It'll be rainy with 62 degrees. If you're going up to Seattle, it will be partly sunny with 42 degrees. Then you're going to have Salt Lake City. You guys will be raining at 53 degrees. If you're going to Vegas, you're going to have windy conditions. It'll be only 71 degrees. If you're going to Denver, you will be sunny at 65 degrees. Albuquerque, you guys will be nice at the 70-degree mark. If you're going into Texas, Dallas, you'll be sitting at 68 degrees and with cloudy conditions. And Houston will be partly cloudy with 80 degrees. Oklahoma City, you guys will be sitting partly cloudy at 56. Kansas City, 41 degrees, partly cloudy. If you're headed up to Minneapolis, you guys will be partly cloudy with 23 degrees. And Chicago, you guys will be also partly cloudy with 31 degrees. If you're going to St. Louis, you'll be at 40 degrees. If you're going to Memphis, you will be at 52. New Orleans tomorrow, you guys will have hazy conditions at 77 degrees. If you're going into Detroit, you guys will be sitting at 28 degrees with partly cloudy conditions. If you're going to Cincinnati, you will be partly cloudy at 41. Atlanta tomorrow, you will be sitting at 71 degrees, partly cloudy conditions. If you're going into Charlotte, you will be at 74 degrees with partly cloudy conditions. Washington, D.C., you guys will be sitting at 52 degrees with partly cloudy conditions. If you're going up into New York, partly cloudy with 42 degrees. If you're going into Buffalo, you will be at 24 degrees, partly cloudy. But if you're going to Boston, you will also be partly cloudy with 36 degrees. And that is our weather forecast for tomorrow. So pretty much any southern states you're going to, you will not need jackets. It will be pretty nice. There's no rain in your guys' forecast. But if you're going to the West Coast, you will need a raincoat if you're going to this, southern Cali. But if you're going to northern Cali tomorrow, wear a coat, not a raincoat. And if you're going anywhere up north more, you will be cold. So just bring the proper gear. That being said, let us go over tomorrow's horoscopes of the day. We want to bring you the horoscopes to kind of lead you guys on your path tomorrow. We start off with the first astrology, the first zodiac, the first sign of the zodiac, which will be Aries. That is my sign. So tomorrow, guys, unfinished projects demand your attention. Do not be lazy, guys. Our Aries. I know sometimes we can put things on the back burner. So yeah, unfinished projects demand your attention tomorrow. Yet you should avoid rushing because quality matters more than speed. Your determination will help you finish what you started, yet taking your time will produce a superior outcome. We have our Taurus. When you get stuck, you should try a different method instead of continuing with the same. Forcing something that fails to work correctly should prompt you to pause and review your situation. We have our Gemini. Your patience will be tested, but your ability to respond calmly will lead you to a better solution. Your ability to stay calm will serve you best when someone provokes you tomorrow. Cancer. Thought provoking dialogue has the power to question your beliefs, which results in important learning opportunities. A different perspective shared by someone else can challenge your established beliefs. So just keep an open mind tomorrow, guys. Leo, which is Jay's sign. The practice of recognizing small achievements will sustain your motivation when delays arise. And I know you relate to that one because I am relating to that one right now too. Even if your goals do not yield instant outcomes, there is value in making progress. Recognize every advancement regardless of its size. That's a good one for us, Jay. I'm in that one. I'm in that situation with you right now.
Always, bro.
Virgo.
It's
Yeah,
all the time.
definitely. Virgo, when disagreements occur, you must pay equal attention to listening and speaking. Effective communication develops when everyone feels understood, which means you should delay your response until the other person has finished expressing themselves. Then we have our Libra. Changing your approach to familiar challenges might lead you to discover innovative solutions. A previous dead end situation now shows potential for new possibilities. We have our Scorpios. Tomorrow, your work life balance seems a challenge, so you should take measures to restore equilibrium. Your duties matter to you, but maintaining your health is equally important. So that will be for you guys tomorrow. Our Sagittarius. Curb your tendency to make hasty choices which stem from passing emotions. Give yourself time to think. You will understand the complete situation better by stepping away from something that excites or frustrates you. Our Capricorns, you deserve your own pace, so feel free to set clear limits. You place great importance on responsibility and loyalty, yet you require periodic moments to refresh yourself. So yeah, just kind of keep it cool tomorrow, guys, Capricorns. Our Aquaries, extensive commitments will exhaust your energy resources. Your willingness to help everyone leads to constant agreement, but your energy will suffer from overextension. And last but not least, we have our Pisces. Tomorrow, working through an overwhelming day becomes easier by converting your work into smaller, achievable parts. The pressure will decrease when you handle one task at a time instead of doing everything immediately. And also, it'll be Friday tomorrow, so I know that's always a little bit of a you got like one day go before the weekend. So that is our horoscope for tomorrow for you guys. We just kind of, like I said, want to give you guys a little lead off to get you guys ahead tomorrow on your day. Before we go into our conspiracy that Jay got for us, I just want to give you a quick update. I'm doing a 44-day fast. I'm not eating anything for 44 days. I am currently on day 31 right now, so I got 13 days to go. I've gone from like 250 pounds to the last time I checked, I was 195. I'm sure I'm less now already, but every Tuesday, if you guys tune in, I do share with you my weight. I do weigh myself once a week to kind of show you what happens. I know there's also a lot of videos that people put up that are like, what happens to you if you don't eat sugar in 30 days? Well, I'm not eating sugar in 44 days, and this is what's happening. You lose a lot of weight, you get much healthier, and everything that sugar is bad, which the bad stuff that sugar feeds, a lot of the like sickness and disease, and it creates mucus, all that kind of comes out of you. So if you guys want to know what happens after so many days of not having sugar, you definitely you do change for the better, and you get a lot more healthier. That's kind of just I wanted to put that out there because I see a lot of these what happens if you don't eat sugar videos. All right, so that is my fast update for you guys for today. Let us move on to Jay's conspiracy of the day. What is our conspiracy today?
Well, before I get into the conspiracy, shout out to Josh Allen. He won his first MVP award. That just
Nice.
popped up on my phone. So
Shout out to Josh Allen.
yeah, I figured he would. I would have figured he would get the MVP. So
Definitely.
shout out to him. But yeah, so my conspiracy for the day. I was doing a lot of research, and I wanted to research more about it. It's the prophecy of the popes,
Okay.
which is they basically found a book in the Vatican archives,
Uh-huh.
and that book has predicted every pope since 1143. Like it's crazy because you could go into St. Paul's Basilica as well, and
Uh-huh.
there's spots for every pope because of this book that it's predicted every pope we've had since 1143, and there's only one spot left on in Saints in the Basilica. You know what I mean?
Right.
And once that last slot is filled, it according to this book, it's the end of the world. It's Judgment Day. And the weird part is that also in the book, from the middle Pope 1585, it said after 422 years, it would be the end as well. So coinciding with that, which would be 2027, which is coming up in the next couple of years,
Damn
which is
it.
some scary stuff to think about because, yeah, this book has predicted every pope since then. You know what I mean?
So
That's
so
some scary stuff.
so you heard it here first, guys. If you guys are Catholic, it will be the end of the world for us pretty soon.
I hope not. I really hope not. I really hope not, man. I got a lot to live out, man. I have too much to live out. But
Oh no.
something, the fact that this has predicted everything, for that long tells me that, okay, either they've, this has been all preordained, like, okay, we got it. We know exactly what's going in.
Right.
But also that something big will happen, but I don't think it will be the end of the world.
Nah, nah.
You know what I mean? I don't think it'll be the end of, but it's going to be something significant enough to where it's going to be like, oh my God. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Something
And,
very, very big will happen in that year. And I don't know
right.
what.
And at
It's
the
some
end of
scary
the day,
stuff though.
no, definitely. And I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of this is like, their predictions and stuff, and it's tough to kind of like be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be the end of the world, and
Yeah,
everybody like, what do they expect us to do? All of us are gonna just stop doing what we're doing, like
exactly.
as long as you're living accordingly with your life,
Yeah,
you're a good person, you're helping others, you
yeah,
know. Life is part of death at the end of the day, So
yeah,
let's say worst comes to worst, and the freaking atomic bomb goes off, kills everybody on this planet. You know what? Death is not the end of us. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
basically just a transition. We are energy at the end of the day.
yeah,
Energy does not cease to exist. It always transpires into something else. What that
yeah,
is, who knows? We have not been there yet. Obviously, we're all here together. But I don't no matter what you guys hear, we don't we don't think that, I mean, at least me, my personal opinion, I don't think like, end of the world or whatever happens here, like you die your body dies, you're not gonna it's not like you cease to exist anymore. So I don't the average day joe's community, I just want you guys to know, like, I mean, we're all here together, and we're all in this together. We're all here for each other.
yeah. Like I
So
said, though, stuff like that just it trips me out. The fact that they've had every prediction since 1143, and there's only one slot left with our current pope. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I
I
don't know
also
what.
I don't know if you heard this, but I also read somewhere that this current pope is like supposedly the antichrist.
That's my point. So there's one slot left. This guy has exactly like they've predicted every single one for God knows how long now.
Yeah,
And this guy, like you just said, and then there's one slot left. What does
yeah,
that mean? That's what I mean. And like I said, according to the thing, 422 years later from 1585 is supposed to be the very end of it. So
exactly,
there's some
exactly.
scary stuff, man. So I don't know what significant is going to go down, but yeah, man. You know,
So,
by that time we should be multi-planetary too. Remember,
no, definitely. So that's what I'm
remember,
saying.
there's going to be space
Goes,
station and Mars.
yeah, that's what I'm
Remember
saying.
that.
Yeah, Mars. Who cares?
And then I better get more hustle because I need to get there then.
Just playing, just playing. We got. I think we need to hit up Elon and start being friends with this guy more. You know what I mean? We got to, Elon, what's up, man? We need a ticket.
That's right, man. But yeah, no, it's just a trip, man. So I don't know what I really don't know what's gonna go down.
It's kind of funny because so I'm from Poland. For all of you who don't know, I'm from the country Poland. I was born there, and pretty much like 95% of Poland is Catholic, or at least it used to be.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny because so for us, the last pope that I'm sure that the churches, no matter what, if you're a Catholic church, you have to recognize the new pope or whatever pope it is.
Yeah.
But if you talk to the people of Poland, they don't see this as the new pope. We still are like, you know what? The last pope that was and ever will be for us is Pope John Paul II. That
Jesus.
was the pope
that was a minute ago.
yeah. And that was the pope that was for the people. He did so
Yeah.
much for our country. He literally took us out of communism.
Yeah.
And he did so much. And like I said, you can ask pretty much any Polish person or any person that is like from Eastern Europe that is a Catholic nation, and they'll tell you that Pope John Paul II was the last pope who was the pope of that they would truly say is their pope type thing. So
I believe it.
Yeah. So it does also say that going on to what you're saying, that this pope is the final pope. It does say that that if this is true, then it says that Vladimir Putin. One of the predictions is that Vladimir Putin will be visiting Israel. So if Putin visits Israel, you guys, then we're done.
Oh boy, I don't see that going down, but I don't know. I don't know.
Never know.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. So let's. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, so that's so the prophecy. I mean, the
prophecy of the popes.
Yeah, it's called Prophecy of the Pope. So if you guys don't know about it, you can look it up yourselves.
Yep.
But yeah, basically, like Jay was saying, is basically just to sum it up, it's a prediction of all the popes since when?
1143. 1143.
So since 1143, all the popes have been predicted, and basically, this is the last
one
pope.
slot left. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the last pope that's supposed to be. He's an antichrist pope, supposedly. This is just what I'm reading. And who knows? Because the other thing, and I don't know if you agree with me on this one, Jay, but one thing I kind of see is that the Catholic religion has been in decline for a lot of years because of the whole sexual scandal that happened and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So to me, it could also mean like it being the last pope, just because they kind of see there's no real need for popes anymore, since the Catholic Church has not really. It's not really gaining any people. If anything, it's losing a lot of people every year, So I kind of could see it as both ways. Like, I mean, maybe it's not the end of even though it was a prediction, it wasn't like it's because of the end of the world. It's just because the Catholic religion doesn't, maybe, something happens and they cease to just, to want to need a pope anymore. But
that's a good way to look at it. Good way to look at it.
I mean, with the Vatican and all, you know what I mean? That's such a big entity and moneymaker for the Catholic Church and all,
because the Vatican runs everything, bro.
Yeah, the Vatican.
You want to know about our past? Go to the archives. Mm-hmm. It has everything in there.
I mean, too bad public people. The public really can't do it, but they got
no one can go in there. No one can go there.
That'll be a good conspiracy. Maybe I'll do that one tomorrow, since we can.
No one can go to Vatican archives, dude. No one.
That one.
You should. The Vatican archives hold everything. They probably hold stuff from the Library of Alexandria that burned down. Remember? Yeah. Guaranteed.
I know.
So they have everything in there. Like, you want to know about our past? It's in there.
Definitely.
Very scary stuff, man. But yeah, so yeah. I like how you play off my my conspiracies. It's always a good thing.
You give me the ideas, bro. That's funny.
That's funny.
I just see your two dogs' feet like all hanging like a human again.
Yeah, he was snoring like 3 minutes ago.
That's funny.
Hella loud.
All right. Well, I think this is the end of our show for today. We basically we're about the health, wealth, and happiness. That is our motto here. So please thank you for the 17 people that were watching us today. We give a shout out to you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. We know we want to entertain you guys. We want to keep you guys informed on all the trending news and about health, how you can keep yourself healthy. We got two experts here, me and Jay. Jay, we both go to the gym together and stuff, so we know what we're talking about for the most part. And we do things here that a lot of people I would say, it would be really hard for them to do, but we do it here for you guys. Please hit the like button. Please share this, and please subscribe to our channel for updates of when we're live. We usually come on live every day, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Every once in a while, we might be a few minutes late here and there, just because we do have to kind of have everything organized for you guys to get going. But yeah, we are here Monday through Friday, and we will be here in the future always for you guys. So that being said, Jay, what is your final words of wisdom for the Average Day Joes community?
You got to stay focused, stay disciplined, and like I saw a meme yesterday, and the meme it had said nobody cares, work harder, and
Exactly.
that's how I like to live like that because I'm trying to get it. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
nothing, no, don't let anything in the way of your goals. Just stay focused.
Exactly. Exactly. Very well said. So you heard it here from Jay, man. You guys got to stay focused. We all got to stay
Yep,
focused. Don't let little things get to you guys. There's no
yep,
reason. People get angry, especially this day and age with everything going on, and like information being so quick to be for people. People are. I notice a lot of people, especially on the roads, are like overly aggressive this day and age. But don't let any of that stuff get to you guys. Just
yeah,
stay focused on you. What I mean? It's not worth fighting over nothing. And then you know what happens when people get angry. Sometimes things happen. People get killed even for being angry,
yep.
and then you basically have to regret this your whole life. It's not worth it, guys. So just stay focused, stay blessed. Just come listen to us if you're angry, and we'll make you guys laugh, hopefully. Yeah. That being said, we love you guys. Thank you again for being here, and we will see you back at. We'll see you back here tomorrow. I will also have tomorrow my Meme Friday, where I share with you the top 5 funniest memes I can find online. So we will have that for you tomorrow. So stay blessed.